Hey folks, I get it standing in the middle of the living room, staring at a treadmill you've been eyeing online, wondering if it's really worth the cash and the space it'll take. You're probably thinking about that first day of unboxing, the noise level, whether the deck will feel solid enough for a decent run, and if you'll actually end up using it or just let it collect dust. Before you make that call, I want to walk you through exactly what the Horizon Fitness T202 brings to the table, the kind of everyday moments it shines in, and the hidden quirks that might trip you up. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the T202 is positioned as a mid-range treadmill that promises a blend of performance and convenience. If you're the type who wants to squeeze a solid cardio session into a hectic schedule, the idea of a machine that folds up with a featherlight lift system sounds appealing, right? That folding mechanism is genuinely one of the most practical aspects. You set the treadmill up, lock the lift, and the deck slides forward on its own, so you don't have to wrestle with the weight of the whole unit. When you're done, you just pull the lever and the deck folds back neatly against the frame, taking up about half the footprint. For anyone living in a one-bedroom apartment or a condo where the hallway doubles as a workout space, that ease of stowage can be a real game-changer. Now, let's talk about daily usability. The motor is a 2.5 horsepower continuous duty unit, which, on paper, sounds modest compared to the 3+ horsepower you see on commercial gym machines. In practice, it handles speeds up to 12 miles per hour without hiccuping, so if your goal is to jog at 6 miles per hour or do a quick sprint interval at 10 miles per hour, the motor holds steady. I've seen a few home users mention that the treadmill feels a touch less instant respond when you hit the top speed, but for most day-to-day cardio work, the acceleration is more than adequate. The incline range tops out at 12%, giving you enough gradient to simulate hill repeats or boost the calorie burn without needing to buy a separate incline trainer. The running surface measures 20 by 55 inches and comes with Horizon's Perfect Flex Plus cushioning. For a runner who's around 5 feet 9 inches to 6 feet 0 inches, the 55-inch length gives a comfortable stride, though taller athletes might feel a little cramped, especially when they're pushing for longer runs at a faster pace. The cushioning does its job of softening impact, which is a nice benefit if you have knees that complain after a hard pavement run. I've heard users who are returning from injury appreciate that extra layer because it reduces the jarring feel you get on a bare steel deck. One of the more overlooked features is the heart rate monitoring built into the handlebars. You just grip the pulse sensors, and the readout appears on the two 4-digit LED windows along with your speed, time, distance, and calories. It's not a medical-grade strap, but for casual monitoring, it's convenient enough to keep you in the right zone without adding another gadget to your routine. The treadmill also includes 12 pre-programmed workouts, ranging from a quick 3-minute warm-up to longer interval sessions. The interface is simple. You scroll through the alphanumeric display, hit start, and you're good to go. There's no need to navigate a maze of menus, which is a relief when you're trying to squeeze a workout between Zoom calls and school pickups. Audio might not be the first thing you think about when buying a treadmill, but the T202 includes sonic surround speakers that sync with iPods or any Bluetooth device. The speakers are modest, but they're positioned well enough that you can hear your playlist or podcast without cranking the volume to a level that rattles the whole house. If you're the type who likes to control your music directly from the treadmill, the built-in charging port and iPod compatibility mean you won't have to juggle a phone on a stand. It's a small touch, but it eliminates one more piece of clutter on the floor. So, who should consider the Horizon T202? If you're a busy professional, a parent juggling kids, or anyone who values the ability to fold the machine away after a short to medium run, this treadmill fits the bill. Its 325-pound weight capacity also makes it a solid option for households where multiple users of different sizes will share it. The motor and incline are sufficient for weight loss goals, interval training, and moderate endurance work. The cushioning helps protect joints during those frequent, shorter runs that many home users favor. On the flip side, if you're training for a marathon, need a deck that can comfortably accommodate a stride longer than 55 inches, or you want the kind of instantaneous power you get from a 3+ horsepower motor that never hesitates at high speeds, you might feel constrained. Serious runners often look for a longer belt and a more robust motor that can sustain high speeds for extended periods without the slight lag you might notice.